Hey, you right guys, Trophy Punches Joe here, and today we are watching and reacting to episode 1, the premiere episode, I guess you could say, of Death Note. Yeah, I've been wanting to watch this show for so long. I believe it came out in 2006 and ended in 2007, something like that. And I've been wanting to actually just watch the show for so long. I'm going to be straight up with you guys though, and let you know what I already know about Death Note. First up, I have seen the first episode before, like when he's writing in the book and stuff, so I know like the premise of the show. And also, secondly, like the biggest thing that I probably know is that L does die, and I don't know how he dies. I don't know who kills him or anything like that. I just know him as a character dies because he's like a fan favorite. I remember being in school at the time. I think Death Note was airing, or it finished. It definitely finished. It wasn't airing, so I'd be ancient otherwise. There was people who watched Death Note and they loved L, and they had like little teddies of him and shit. I was like, who's this geese? And they was like, oh, he died. Rest in peace. So I do know L dies, and like I said, I think that's pretty much all I know. I know the premise of the first episode, but I don't know like what happens after that kind of thing. So I'm excited because I've heard very good things. People would argue this is the best anime or the most well-written anime of all time. So I put this in the poll and I was certain it would win, and lo and behold it won. Yeah, I do want to start doing anime reactions again because for those who don't know, I did react to, I guess, re-watch all of Toradora and reacted to every single episode of that as well. And I haven't really done an anime since then. We did Avatar, but like I said, some people, it kind of hit or miss whether it's a cartoon or an anime. So this is a straight up anime, and I've just finished Avatar a few weeks ago now, so I want to jump into another short 20-minute show, which will be nice, and then after this I will jump into Korra. I have not forgotten about Korra, Legend of Korra. I do want to get into that. I just wanted to kind of take a little step back from it for a few weeks before I jump into it, just really let Avatar settle in as how amazing that show was and not jump straight into Korra, because then I feel like I would be comparing it if I did that. So I think it'd be good just to jump into this one for a little bit. And suggest down below as well other anime that you want me to react to. I believe on the poll there was Cowboy Bebop, Code Geass, I don't know how you say that one, Code Geass, and another, I think it was called. Those three I'm already thinking of reacting to at some point, but just let me know any other ones. Keep in mind I've seen like the top tier anime, or most of the top tier, like Hunter x Hunter. I've seen that, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. But yeah, definitely guys, episode 1, if you enjoy, remember to leave a like. If you're new, remember to subscribe, and if you want uncut and early reactions to Death Note, because there will be early reactions there as well, then a link to the Patreon page would of course be down below, which does help support the channel. I'm going to try and get 2 of these up a week, so I'm going to get to episode 5. I think Patreon will be about 4 or 5 episodes ahead. Anyway guys, let's do this. Oh, straight with the intro. I'm actually pretty excited for this, I'm not gonna lie. Well, I guess you kind of have to be if you want to react to the show, but I wouldn't have added it if not. I'm excited. I've not watched the film either. I've heard that's terrible, but I haven't watched the film, so I don't know if that's similar to this or not.
You should come play with us for a change.
No, I'll pass.
I'm doing the dub as well, and people said the dub was really good for this, so.
Follow the teachings of God and receive his blessings, and so it shall be.
That animation's gone so far into it. Not that this looks bad, because it does not, but you can tell the difference.
Today, at approximately 11 a.m.,
You're just like
a 32-year-old man was found stabbed to death. Kanagawa police are treating...
Yeah, I'm vibing with the music though. Let's see. It's quiet going on. Zero car movement. That's so cute. All human movement. No one's moving. Nothing's moving.
Species are now becoming extinct at a faster rate than has ever occurred in our recorded history.
Oh shit, the Death Note just falls down like that. Oh yeah, doesn't he... Might be right, I don't know. I think the demon thing drops it or something. Like bits of the first episode might come back to me, but I didn't want to just leave out the first episode and start from episode 2 because my OCD, as I said with Shameless and Buffy, would kick in, so I have to rewatch them. Imagine actually having like a Death Note though, that'd be sick. I mean, it'd be kind of fucked up considering what it actually does, but...
Death Note? As in a notebook of death? How to use it? The human whose name is written in this notebook shall die. It's pretty lame.
Plus it on the floor.
Not to mention twisted. Human whose name is written in this notebook shall die? Come on.
Did he pick it back up?
There must be something wrong with me.
Look at that guy, he's checking him out.
This note will not take effect unless the writer has the person's face in their mind when writing his or her name. Therefore, people sharing the same name will not be affected. If the cause of death is written within 40 seconds of writing the person's name, it will happen. If the cause of death is not specified, the person will simply die of a heart attack.
Okay.
After writing the cause of death, details of the death should
You
be
can
written
write the
in
cause of
6
death as
minutes
well.
before.
That's sick.
This is pretty detailed for a prank, I'll give them that.
For a prank. I guess you would think, but you wouldn't think, oh, this would actually work, so that's what they do. That's kind of cool. I like that he's just got on with it. Like, it's literally 5 minutes in, pretty much, and he's just straight on with the premise of it.
Wait, on the off chance someone really dies, would that make me a murderer? Yeah, right. It's completely impossible.
His captives include both children and teachers. The police have now identified the suspect
There
as
you go.
42-year-old Kuro Otoharada.
Sorted.
A heart attack in 40 seconds? Looks like the notebook doesn't work.
Match. End of episode, end of show.
Expected to anyway.
Looks like the notebook doesn't work. Credits roll.
The hostages are coming out, and they all look to be unharmed. The suspect has been found dead inside. I repeat, the suspect is now dead.
Dead?
Special forces are
There you go, mate.
allegations that they shot the
Is he a
suspect.
murderer though? This is the. It's kind of like Jigsaw in a way. Where it's like,
According to statements from the hostages,
I don't know. It's a tricky one.
collapsed.
Jigsaw does become a straight up murderer, but if you're thinking about the first handful of films,
No way. This has to be a coincidence. I have to test it one more time. If he's too well known, that'll be a problem. There's a good possibility the news of his death will be covered up. I
ooh,
need to see results right away.
interesting thought to be fair.
No. I should definitely avoid killing people I know.
He's already well into
Does it
it.
even really matter?
Sweet. Looks like we'll be hanging at the arcade after school.
Yeah, kill that guy. Why not?
Tomorrow. You wanna come?
I mean, does he deserve to die?
There's no way
Oh,
I'm missing.
Damn it! Why is my mom so useless? Why here to pick me up on time?
me.
Come have a little fun with it. That's our taco for you. This guy can spot a hottie a mile away. What's up, little lady?
Yeah, let's kill this guy. Jesus, his teeth are mad. Can he kill all three of them? He doesn't know the names though, does he? Oh no, one of them mentioned one of the names, I guess. Oh, there's already
Now,
mad.
what will happen?
Taco, look out!
Oh shit! Yeah, I remember that bit. That's sick. Sweet.
The old man to get a second book. Don't tell me you dropped both of them.
Yeah, the human world.
What? Oh shit! He's too creepy looking. That reminds me of that character from Hunter S. Hunter a little bit. Mixed with the Joker.
Do you want anything at all, dear? You can ask for whatever you like.
No, I'm fine, Mom. I've already got what I want.
Oh my god. Jesus. Oh, yo, he's already gone mad.
You've taken quite a liking to it.
That's insane. I didn't think it was that quick.
Surprised.
Fuck.
That used to be my notebook.
The god of death, huh? Ryuk, I've been waiting
What are you?
for you.
Several death notes have made their way into the human world in the past, but you're the first to have written this many names.
Yeah, that's a lot. I didn't think.
Killed in only 5 days. Most are reluctant to
Jesus.
write this much.
I don't say want people be suspicious, but
I used the notebook even though I knew
It
it belonged
wouldn't.
to a Shinigami.
Sad.
And now that Shinigami has come, you're here to take my soul, right?
Is that some fantasy you humans came up with? I'm not gonna do anything to you.
This is mine?
If you don't want it, just give
Like
it to
24.
someone else. But if you give it away, I'd have no choice but to erase your memories of the notebook.
he ain't gonna give it away
You're
though,
saying I
is
can use the death note all I want and I won't be punished?
And when it's your time to die, it will fall on me to write your name in my death note.
Huh.
Be warned, any human who's used a death note can neither go to heaven nor hell for eternity.
You could have told him that before.
And of course, my voice can only be heard by you. In other words, the death note is the bond between Light, the human, and Ryuk, the Shinigami.
Oh, that sounded satisfying. Whenever I see apples being eaten on animation or film, I want to have an apple and then I have one on
Why
my
was I chosen for
good.
this?
I didn't choose you. Don't you see this is all just an accident? You actually thought you were chosen because you're so smart or something? Don't be so vain.
But was he actually
Fall
chosen?
around here and you just happened to pick it up. I did it because I was bored.
Yeah, I remember that bit. He's just like, because he was bored.
If you don't write down the cause of death, the victim dies of a heart attack, and that's probably the best thing about the death note. You see, I've already exhausted the list of the world's major criminals, and eventually I'm gonna get rid of them all.
What's the point of doing that?
How is it? It's been so quick paced, dude.
People figure out that these criminals are being eliminated by someone. That there's someone out there passing righteous judgment on the wicked.
Jesus, mate. He's like my
Why
son.
even bother? What are you trying to achieve by passing judgment on them?
I've been bored too.
I've been bored too. I just feel like he
Wasn't
did
ready
pick
to
him
believe
for.
it at first.
He says he was an accident, but it felt very coincidental that they're kind of similar in a way.
Humans want to try it out at least once. I killed them both. Really, I killed two men. Who am I to pass judgment on others? No, wait. Maybe I'm wrong. This is exactly what I've been thinking about lately. This world is rotting, and those who are making it rot deserve
That's
to
what I
die.
did at the start. Okay.
Someone has to do it, so why not me? Even if it means sacrificing my own mind and soul, it's worth it. Can't go on like this.
At least he's killing bad people though. Like,
I wonder, I'll change the world.
oh yeah, this scene. This is actually iconic, to be fair. When he like swings his pen and shit. It looks sick, to be fair. Man. The music's so good as well in this episode. It'll be the yes. Nice. Oh, that's sweet. This is a good scene. It's a good scene. It's a good scene.
But if you did that, it would make you the only bad person left.
I have no idea what you're talking
Is he a bad person?
I'm a hard-working honor student who's considered to be one of Japan's best and brightest.
He is insane, so yeah, he's probably a bad person.
I will become the god of this new world.
Oh my god. He spat himself.
Just as I thought, humans are so interesting.
He's buzzing, dude. I like that he's got red eyes as well. That's cool. Maybe there's a reason. Oh, is that it? Yeah. This is why I love these. That's why I love this stuff, because it's it just goes by so quick and enjoy it. So yeah, there we go. Right, like I say, I've seen that episode before, so sorry if it wasn't like much of a oh shit kind of reaction. There were some things that I had forgotten, and it was cool to see them played back out. But yeah, it's such a great first episode. What I just love most about it is like in the first 5 minutes, it just grips you with the story straight away. You know what's going on. You know the idea and premise of it. Obviously, there'll be more revealed as time goes on. So I'm not sure exactly how many episodes there are, but I think there's quite a few, to be fair. It's not like a super short show. 37 episodes, so it is short, I guess, but it's not like, you know, a 12 or 25 episode kind of shows. For an anime, usually like 12 or 25 is the limit, but a little bit longer, so there's going to be more that we learn later on down the line. I'm interested to see what all the hype around this L character is, because he's the character that seems to be a fan favourite. I don't know when he comes into it or anything like that, so it'll be interesting to actually see his character on screen, because I've just heard of him for however many years, since school basically, and that was a long time ago, believe it or not. And yeah, but I just love that it just grips you instantly. You have Ryuk and Yagami is his name, well, that's his last name. I think his name's Light. I don't want to check just in case there's spoilers, but I think his name's Light. I seem to remember it being Light. In terms of like Ryuk and Light, two pretty interesting characters from the start. I like that Light has already just gone full out. You know his idea and his kind of point of view is just killing all these criminals, and I like the line where Ryuk was like, if you just kill all the bad people in the world, then I'll just leave you. Like, you're still a bad guy for killing all these people, basically. Because I know it's that kind of grey area. Is he a murderer? Is he not? Because he's writing the names, but I'd say he is a murderer. He knows what he's doing, and he is causing their death, technically. But I don't know, it's an interesting grey area, interesting question. So, and yeah, I like that Ryuk did all this just because he was bored, and he was like, oh, you're going to take my soul away and shit. It's, no. You do what you need to do. He's just going to let him do what he needs to do because he's bored. And like I said, at the end, he finds humans pretty interesting. So I think it's a nice premise. I don't know, the whole him killing criminals, I'm assuming, is not going to be the whole story, because I don't know how that would work with 37 episodes. but I'm interested to see where it goes for sure. And I don't know, I just like that it grabs you straight away. It's such a cool idea. I don't know when the manga came out. I'm sure someone would know when the manga came out, but yeah, really cool stuff. So that was episode 1. Like I said, sorry if it wasn't much of a new reaction, just because I have seen the episode before. I think I watched it about 1.5 years, 2 years ago, so it was a long time ago. I'm excited to jump into episode 2. I'm going to try to stick to 2 a week. We'll see what happens though. I'll try and power through this as quickly as I can. But thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and let me know what you thought of the episode down below in the comments as well. Like I said, if you do want early and uncuts to all of Death Note, then a link to the Patreon page will be down below. I think it'll be about 4 or 5 episodes ahead of YouTube. So yeah, until next time for episode 2, I'm excited to see more, see what all the fuss is about. So until then, peace.